Hey, you guys. Happy Saturday, April 25th. I keep wanting to say the 24th. We are in downtown LA. It's kind of chilly. It's supposed to rain later today at like 1 o'clock. I hope you guys are all having an awesome Saturday so far. So, things we are going to try to bump into while we're down here. There's a lot of little things going on and a lot of paid things going on. We're going to the little things, and we'll walk by the paid things. One thing that's the paid thing, and that's huge, is this all-you-can-eat pizza fest. It is literally a fest where you pay 99 bucks, and it's all-you-can-eat pizza, pizza, pizza. I would have loved to have gone to that. 99 bucks, a little out of our budget, but maybe next year. Thank you for being here and supporting human content. We are live and walking through downtown Los Angeles. JC Loop, happy Saturday afternoon. This would have been a great day for like a nice sweatshirt. I'm so far kind of freezing. I don't know what I was thinking. And by freezing, I mean, a California freezing. Chowdery, hey, happy Saturday. I have to say, although we lost our gimbal and needed to buy another one, it's kind of nice because that other one, it gets really loose with the amount of use it sees from me. And this one is really nice and like tight. I guess I could tighten the slide up myself. I think it's like the thing that slides the camera out. There's also an event happening at the library. I want to see if we could run into the farmer's market first because that's the thing that ends first. The library, of course, is just up the street to our left. Ba-da-da-da. Right behind it is the US Bank building. You're welcome, members, to use your emoji. I really did wear that gimbal out. It was kind of wiggly. I can't explain it if you don't know the gimbal, but like, I don't think the gimbals that I buy, even though they're not that cheap, are meant for the amount of use they see. And so one thing setting it up that I have to do all the time is slide. There's like a slide on it, so I balance the camera by sliding it. That is the first thing to get loose. The second thing that happens is I notice the charging gets weird. But I have to say, shout out to Hohem. This is the best gimbal I've ever owned, and their customer service, really fantastic. Sponsor me, please. Brave Bull, happy Saturday. Happy to see you guys here. I have planned a lot of stuff. Well, I'm starting to plan a lot of stuff coming up. So you might want to definitely like, subscribe, chat if you want to. We've got a few really cool events coming up in May, June. Nothing in July that I've posted yet, but I'm keeping my eyes peeled. Hey, Smooth. Happy Saturday. We're in downtown LA hunting for the farmer's market. Maybe a few ghosts. Maybe some bespoke dog treats for my dog because we're going to like this dog festival. I'm gonna go down here. I'm gonna go left. I wonder why the two left lane are closed ahead. Because I have no idea what my Instagram is. Maybe Joe could tell us, but I am on Instagram now. I'm trying to be a little more active there. After kind of resisting anything in the meta universe or TikTok. I don't know that I'm ever going to do TikTok. But if you guys want to connect on Instagram, I will post my Instagram handle at some point today. Or I'll tell you what it is, because I can look at it on my other phone. It's scarce, or scant right now, but we're building it up. Also, we have a members Discord for members. Oh, thanks. Thanks, Walking in LA at home. We're gonna change your handle to Walking in LA at home, couching in LA, although I know you're not on the couch. How do you guys imagine Joe is when he's at home handling the chat? A gaming chair, a big recliner, a comfy sectional. I want you to think of him in a gaming chair with the headphones on, monitoring this chat, while also streaming Gaming in LA and preparing for his show tonight and working on my theme song, which I really want to sound like the Pikmin jingle.
Eddie.
It's got everything. Not a couch potato. I'm not saying that. Joe is never a couch potato. He's active. I'm throwing no shade his way. Hey, Catman Mom. Joe is a pretty driven person, I have to say. I think we both are in some ways, and that's why we kind of work out. Also, it's kind of, I think our drive also makes us a little butt heads on things sometimes, but I love that. Hey, we have a section of Los Angeles called Little Ethiopia where there are a lot of Ethiopian people and Ethiopian restaurants. When I lived in Boston, I used to live across from an Ethiopian diner in a section that had a lot of Ethiopians in it as well. Last night on the stream, we actually helped a food bot. Welcome from Ethiopia. And thank you so much for subscribing. Marie, hey. Good to see you here on a Saturday. We're on Hill. I feel like the farmer's market either ends at 1 or 2. Let's walk up Hill Street 1 block. It's kind of a little bit grand and beautiful. Hey. You know, I go for live streaming, and then I just want to sit on my ass like a couch potato. And the unfortunate thing is Joe still wants to go. So if anyone's the couch potato, I tend to be a little more, I think. Although fidgeting, so I'm slightly active. Hey, sunset. I wonder, like, if I needed to buy a wedding ring. I guess I would just buy a band, but like if I need to buy a like lady's wedding ring, if this would be a useful place to check out. Wow. We never walked down this block. That's some pretty awesome stuff though. This is the Jewelers Mall. I probably shouldn't linger too long unless they think I'm casing the joint. Every once in a while, we're coming up on Pershing Square over here. Every once in a while, like one of these stores gets robbed of millions of dollars of jewelry. International Jewelry Center. I know, it's gonna go down in robot history. There's gonna be an etching of me helping the robot. I've also pressed the walk button. Sometimes the robots ask you to help them. So I think one time, not on the stream, the robot had a little arrow on it and it was like, please help me, or something to that effect, by hitting the walk button. So I hit the walk button for it. So that's my first robot good deed. Also, for a while I was really into saying please to the chat GPT until I realized what it was doing. Sorry, we won't get on that again tonight. Hey Amy, if you're out there, we'll make this a not chat GPT dash. I just came out of the 7th Street Metro Center, and it has the most amazing tiles of the movies down there, including some classic horror movies. When I come back at the end of, I tried to take some pictures, but the glare was terrible. When I come back from this live stream, I will take pictures of it and post them in the Discord, all of them, and then I'll post some of them on the Instagram. They're pretty cool. That train station is kind of cool. They like tried to make it feel old-timey, and it might just be an old-timey top building on a modern below building. There's a story in the news going around about a mother that's being charged for her child's scooter crime. And now every time, it's not funny, it really isn't funny. I am semi-oblivious human being to scooters. Bicycles, yeah, I get bicycles. I can sense a bicycle. Bicycles my whole life. Scooters, they're kind of new to me. Anyway, so parents are now going to be held responsible for underage kids with scooters. So every time I see a kid on a scooter, I just think, does your mother know that you're out? I have a song. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Shout out to the members. Thank you for supporting the channel. I got a little behind on my members video. I was supposed to finish filming yesterday, but we'll do that on Monday. I have to go to Hollywood anyway. We're going to be at in Hollywood on Monday night for our usual Monday night in Hollywood walk. This should be the night that crazy stuff happens. Tomorrow, we're going to be at Cyclavia, 12 o'clock. You guys have wanted to see West LA. We're going to see West LA with no cars in the street, so that should be pretty excellent. We love cyclovia, although we never cycla. Alright, we just crossed over Broadway. We are on 6th. In spring. We're looking for that farmer's market. I don't know what that thing is. That structure. We're gonna go down a block and then come up a block. George Berger, how was your shift last night? Again, thank you so much, George. We really do appreciate $100 dono. And sorry, cough. One more cough. Anyway, thank you so much. It is windy and kind of chilly down here today. Two of my favorite murals downtown. This kind of NPR-ish looking lady. I hope she's not somebody famous that we should be saluting because I've never saluted her. And she seems to be looking at... I'm not going behind that theater. At this guy.
Rather see.
Who, if you're young enough, old enough, it's taken me a while to figure out who it is. But it, honestly, do you remember the pollution commercial from the 70s? I'm pretty sure that's the Native American guy from that commercial. I have no idea how they did that. And no idea how they survived, how that survived the blue stripe, but it's just a really incredible... I'm glad to hear it. You're doing good work, George. Lark bark. Saturday. All right, let's continue our walk. Looking for farmer's market. There's a crazy bike ride last Friday night in Koreatown. It's the last Friday night of every month. We are going to go to it the last Friday of this month. I've been talking about it for a year. I think Carriopolis has mentioned it. A couple of you have mentioned it. Finally, we're gonna go. I've got it in my calendar. I'm gonna set up a page. It's gonna be a lot of music, I'm sure, as stuff like that happens. Sorry guys, give me one. I don't know what's happening. little fire truck having an issue getting through. I'm beginning to feel like I might have missed the farmer's market. Do you know where is there a farmer's market around here?
Farmers?
Yeah, no?
Only Ralph's.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Looks pretty cool. It looks like that place looks pretty cool. It looks like a alternative to the market, the grand market. Look at the hive during the daytime. It's kind of weird. I mostly walk down this street during the dark. I was actually thinking, like on Thursday nights when we go to the art walk, I was actually thinking I never walk down the street. Hey, Clay. I saw that, actually. Tomorrow we have Ciclavia. But you know what? We're down here. We could walk over towards that. Thank you, Thandagas. Because it looks like we're down on the farmer's market anyway. All right, let's go head towards the Bloc. That's where the dog fest is till 4 o'clock. And then the Central Library will scoot back in and then see if we have time to make it to the other side of Little Tokyo. Oh my gosh, look at this guy with his professional gimbal. Sorry. All right, I give up on the farmer's market. I'm going to walk 1 block this way and then we'll just take Broadway toward the Bloc. Angelo, how's it going? Hey, I'm good, Angelo. Yeah, we have a really effed up healthcare system that kind of makes that all possible. Ozzy! Hey girl, how is your Saturday going? I'm right by the bus here.
You're going right? Okay.
Pardon the meditative hum of the bus. Sorry, I had to put my microphone in my wallet. I'm gonna turn right on Broadway. Actually, we want to go to the Bloc. Let's see. I don't know, is the pit like a serious show? Like if I did something serious, like I don't know if I would want to watch a drama about it. A comedy about my work, for sure. I wonder when we'll get our first food bot accident. Like our first person that sues one of these sues Mitra for slamming into their legs. It'll be me, but I wonder when it will happen. KW, hey, good evening from the UK. I hope you had a excellent Saturday. We're just getting started on our Saturday here. Oh, I meant to go up Broadway and I just kept walking, so I kind of love this building. Let's take a right up here, back through the jewelry district. It is going to look like I'm casing the place. This is the Union Bank, and you can probably see me in the reflection. Oh my gosh. Cheers. Raise a glass to another week finished. And another week yet to begin. Hey, West Coast lady, thank you so much. I'm happy to do the lives. They bring light into my life. Truly, they're a labor of love. I love showing Los Angeles. Thank you so much. Woo! And some seals. We're gonna get our kitty cat, I can't even say it, our cat's back soon. Oh, my gimbal finger is, I don't want to show you guys today. That's a weekday thing. You guys, if you want to see my finger, my deformed finger from holding the gimbal, just join us on any weekday. And you can see and know this is a labor of love. I had regular fingers before I started this. I could have been a hand model. I had my first Guinness in Vienna, Austria, at a bar called Thelonious Monk. How cool was I? I couldn't finish it. I've since learned to love the Guinness, although I don't drink at all. But one of our members, subscribers, partners, whatever you want to call them, always mentions a Guinness shake that you can get at the Hotel Roosevelt in Hollywood. I don't drink because I just can't stand the hangover, I guess. It takes me a year to recover. That's why I love California. We're crossing over to Broadway again. But I gotta say, I would dabble with the Guinness shake. I would have like half of it. I would probably get SHITFACED if you've got the kids around. Last summer, I was at a barbecue and I saw this drink that looked like one of those fancy seltzer waters with a like splash of some kind of crazy exotic fruit. It was like some kind of orange, a fancy orange. So I had like a swig of it. It was really hot. And it was, I guess, like a, what do you call that? It was not a regular drink. It was like a White Claw. That's what it is. That's malt liquor. I felt the buzz instantly. No hangover though. I think that's a big chug is probably my limit for liquor. I'm such a lightweight. Oh my gosh, and beer. I almost never have beer. I keep not going to the place we're supposed to be going to. So let me proceed back to the route. I get caught talking about liquor. Sounds like I read in the newspaper that Clifton's is closed for good. They couldn't make it work. It's kind of a sad story if you ask me, because this is such a cool place. A place that one time you could go and eat and you could pay what you could afford. Legendary. Anyway, closed for good. Hopefully not. All right, let me get back to the directions so we can get to the Dog Fest. It's not called that, but thanks for here. We're gonna just have a moment where it's like ASMR stuff while I pull out my maps. Okay. I guess I gotta go back on 7th Street. And turn right. I'm constantly going the wrong way. I also might have to stop for a second and plug in. All right, best trick here. Keep my instructions out. I love the ground mosaics. That's probably like the coolest, well, it's one of the coolest parts of the sidewalks down here. I imagine those ground mosaics are really slippery in the rain. (633) West 3rd Street. Thank you so much. So we are at 655. Let's walk down to West 3rd Street. Farmers Market. I really want to see the Dog Fest though, also, which is up here. So on the way there, we'll do two things. I gotta pull a cord out from my backpack that I didn't plug in, and plug it in so we can maintain our charge. I would say we had like 10 minutes before I need to fully do that. But I do need to... I want to just turn my screen down a little bit. These are the street mosaics. They're even noticeable in black and white pictures of downtown. I can't believe there were so many places to shop at one time. I mean, I'm not a shopper. Hey, Earl Grey. I gotta turn my camera back up. All right, let's take a second here and get situated. I gotta get the wire out of my bag. So let's watch people walk. Fun stuff. I think I didn't bring the wire with me. But that's all right. I have other wires. They're just a lot longer. But they'll do the trick. They'll do the trick. All right. Stand by. Enjoy this live cam. I just want to make 100% sure. All right. Hey Joe, when you get a second, can you check my rat's nest of chords and see if that little squiggle chord is there? It's the one, it's a C-type that hooks up to a C-type. Otherwise, I'll tear apart my backpack. It might have fallen out. I think the delivery robots are watching all of us. They're sentinels. Do you love how I said let's go to 3rd Street and then proceeded to walk in the wrong direction, so now it looks like I'm a crazy person. 3rd Street, 3rd Street, 3rd Street. Hey Mary. All right. I'm going to be quiet for a few minutes and focus on the direction we need to go in, which is 4 blocks up. Oh, wait. Oh, the address is wrong. Hold on. Happy Saturday. It's supposed to rain at like... Oh, all right. That's okay. I didn't mind trying to find it anyway. All right, let's go back to the dog fest. Hang tight. And in the meantime, let's thank our members. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I couldn't really do it without you, honestly. Oh my gosh. I can't barely text, but I can really text worse when I'm using one hand. All right. We're going to the Bloc. If you figure out where the farmer's market is, let me know. Oh wait, you just... I saw the message. Justino's Mexican Kitchen. That sounds great. I walked by something last night. Oh, it was Pinches Tacos. I used to eat Pinches Tacos so often that when I smelled it, it was like home. So first up is this Poochfest that we're going to do. We're going to at the Bloc. I recently was shooed out by a security guard when I wasn't trying to go in there, so I don't know how successful we're going to be, but maybe we'll see puppies walking down the street. They've got booths with artisans there. Maybe I can get a cookie cutter for my dog cookies that I make. I want a donut stuffed with ice cream, even though it's a little chilly. It still would really kind of hit. John Lee Kim, happy Saturday. I keep putting my microphone in my pocket every time we pass somebody with a personal speaker. No, I forgot the cord. Yeah, it's because I stuck the mic in my pocket. Apologies. It's so much easier to manage the microphone on the brim of my hat than it is on the collar of a shirt, for some odd reason. Happy Saturday. Almost Sunday for you, Angelo. Oh, it smells so good here. The Japanese barbecue restaurant, just the smell that comes wafting out of that place. Amazing. I think next year I'm going to try to sell my homemade dog cookies here. I'm just kidding. I would not want to make cookies for a living. I don't think I have that in me. So it's supposed to start raining at 6 o'clock. I will tell you, I felt a little mist when I came out. I've not prepared with an umbrella. I do have a swishy jacket that I'm not going to put on until I'm too freezing not to wear it, or till it rains, which may never happen during the stream. It's awesome. I definitely could have wore something a little heavier. Maybe even some pants. This is like the happiest waiter ever. Or maybe not. I got your table. Oh, you can't really see him as well as I can. That's him, happiest waiter. Your table's ready. Anyway, Joe and I made him sometime. It's a kind of crazy picture.
Wait, it's only when it switches. You know when it gives you the error.
So if there's any way I can, and my battery lasts that long, I'll try to end my stream in the train station. If we go down to like 20, I definitely won't try it, but anything else is fair game. This would not be a great day to go up to the 70th floor. I think the...
Stick together through this, man. Don't give up, man. I need you.
It's very misty and cool. The library is right down there. We're going to the library after we get kicked out of the Bloc. I'm just kidding. We're not going to get kicked out. I shouldn't invite that into the universe. I think it's about 62 degrees. Let's see. Oh my gosh, exactly 62 degrees. I wish that didn't turn off so fast. I did turn my watch on at the start of this walk. Actually, I take that back. It's now 67 degrees. And we're at, checking the mileage, almost 2 miles. I was hoping this was the Bloc because they're so cool here, actually. This place used to have the big thing in the end. It was like a Macy's. It was kind of bumping for a little bit. They have a really nice Christmas light display. The Sheraton is right there. Anyway, let's go over to the Bloc. I haven't gone to Uniqlo in a long time. It always seems kind of like an inexpensive place to get stuff, or like a little more expensive than maybe a Target. I'm desperate for some good quality walk-in shorts without pockets all over them. I can't do that. I'm not dedicated to cargo shorts. Too many pockets is not a good thing for me. I end up losing stuff. It's way less of a disadvantage. One single pocket is better. I like putting all my eggs in one basket. Hey, mask. Do you get stuff at Uniqlo? I don't think I've ever bought anything at Uniqlo. I think I've gone in there a few times and oh, actually I have bought stuff at Uniqlo. We got a Uniqlo. We bought a like a nylon jacket from there. I think I might have gotten a sweatshirt from there too. We used to have a store on Hollywood Boulevard, and there was also one in Santa Monica called Muji, M-U-J-I. And it was like a Japanese store that had all kinds of awesome stuff. Clothes, they were really plain clothes. But there was something about them that they were just like cut a little different. I love Japanese clothes. All right, this is the Bloc. Don't be fooled by the pups that it got. I might get kicked out of the Bloc. That's the best way I could rhyme. Sorry. It is raining. Oh, Maxim, where are you? It's not quite raining here yet, but we're getting that vibe. I right? Will security run up to me? Do I look like enough like a grandpa today? If they do, we'll shrug. They're doing their job. We got other places to walk. I will be embarrassed though. Oh my gosh, I just had this moment where I thought I lost my microphone because I clipped it on my collar. That's all I need. Joe's gonna send me to the home. I don't see any dog stuff here. Oh, I see people with dogs. Cool, all right. Nothing here again. I think maybe I'm a month early now. All right, the library. Let's see if we're a month early for that. I have no idea what that noise is, but so this is the train station I usually get on and off at downtown, almost no matter from where we walk, because it somehow never charges my Metro card. So let's walk up a block, 2 blocks, then take a right onto Broadway, or we're gonna walk to the Central Library to check out what's going on there today. And that's a couple blocks over. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Please feel free to like, subscribe, chat. It really supports us and helps us with the algorithm. I can see the little US Bank building peeking out right there. Ghazal and Sujin are on duty. This is where I set up today. I love the One Wilshire building. It's the telecommunications hub of the West Coast to Asia. It reminds me of like the largest building in downtown Manchester, New Hampshire somehow, which was brown actually, more like one of these. But it's the same era of building. The robots are everywhere. I don't know that you missed anything quite yet. Here's a little art for you. Might make you need to go to the bathroom. It's called The Leak. I'm kidding, I have no idea what it's called. I just missed my cross though. I missed my cross for art though, and that's okay. Yeah, these This is the tallest building in downtown right here with this antenna, and you can go up to the 70th floor for $10. We're gonna do that. I'm really afraid of heights, so I'm gonna need some Xanax, CBD gummies or something. But it's an amazing view. I just love I took some pictures earlier. I'll post them on Instagram or in the Discord. I just love the way these buildings look, reaching up towards the sky. All right, my chance to cross the street. I don't want to... Oh, that's fancy driving. I don't want to miss that opportunity again. I also don't want to walk slowly like a slowpoke. Alright, bear with me. If the sound goes out, let me know. I'm using a really long cord to charge. I actually have a cord that's much better suited for the purpose. Fun. Alright, I think it's working. Hold, please. Let me know if the sound changed at all. It looks like it hasn't. We're on Wilshire Boulevard. One more block before we hit the area where the library is. I always love you guys, hang tight for 1 second. I'm trying to see if I can connect to my phone with my other phone. Personal hotspot off. Oh, there we go. Okay. Mary McQuaid, thank you so much. I'm sorry, I just said your whole entire name. Mary, thank you so much. Woo! Oh, thank you. Woo! Thanks so much. We're happy to have you here. Just liking, subscribing, chatting. It's really awesome. Thank you so much. That gimbal was a pisser, for sure. I've never in my life misplaced anything that large. I've left my phone at CVS. That was fun. You can find your phone though. I lost my phone twice in my life, and both times I got it back. Thanks, iPhone. Here's the library up here. That's really awesome, though. I always try to say your screen name. Sometimes the name totally shows up as a name I don't recognize, and then I won't say your name at all until you admit it. But the new gimbal is the same gimbal, but because I haven't used it 365 times, it's tighter and it charges a little faster. I mean, they really should sponsor me. I'm joking, but not joking, because I put their gimbals to the test. Look at Bart Simpson. Tweety Bird, I thought it was Casper. And Kermit with words of wisdom. My gosh, Joseph. And then, look, there's a free exhibit. Of his work in comparisons to like great masterpieces. All right, the public library. Coolest thing is we can walk in there. It's for the public. There's supposed to be an event happening here today. I don't know if I've told you this. I used to have a flawless method for finding events, usually larger ones, and then I would stumble onto smaller ones. Well, Joe told me the best way to look them up or find them now was through Instagram. So I'm on Instagram, more on the Discord, and I'll be on Instagram, but I will still be posting there. And so I found some events. I think the dog event was an event I found. I might have pulled something up from the future or the past. I've done that before, even with my own methods. So, either way, what a beautiful day to walk down here. And what a beautiful building to be able to walk through. I do know 100% for sure that there is a art display in the Gloria Molina Park for everyone. So we might go see that. So we'll get some art some way. This library is insanely cool. In 1998, it burnt down, and the librarian saved thousands of books. They kept the outer facade of the library, right? I'm really simplifying this. And then they kind of built a new core of the library. It's got some really great old-timey slogans on it, like wisdom is the ripest fruit of Mvvich. I don't know that word. Reflection. Right above a little reflecting pool. We'll cross through and check out the top of the building too. It's got beautiful little grounds and nooks to sit in. I think it's called the Maguire Garden. If we lose our signal, we just walk straight through. So this is a view. And to kind of get a lovely view of downtown. This probably the 30s. You know that you can visit every library in Los Angeles and get like a stamp? Hey, how are you? Also, your library card is good for so much stuff. I think you can get into some museums and zoos for free with a library card. I just keep an eye on the signal. They also have free Wilson tours, which you can take and learn more about the history. I don't know if they have video games here. I think they do. Signal here for a second. I'm just giving you a heads up. Right back up. As soon as we get into the atrium. So we're leaving the old building and entering this new whimsical atrium. I almost just got really kind of dizzy coming down on this. Shut up, God. I'm only whispering because we're in the library. I don't know how we get back up, though, because there's no escalator. Actually, these escalators are like in the middle of the floor, so it's not like there's a ledge where I can look down. I need a coffee. There's one more floor down, which we'll go for the full experience. I almost would love to leave out this way if it was possible. They do have a computer center and a tech kiosk here. So one would think they probably do have video games. Let's go back up the escalator. I don't want to disturb anybody doing their studies or work. The library is a quiet place. But I'll be swearing if I have to climb this escalator. Just kidding. Alright. Get ready for a mystery at the library. I might have to go in to go up into the job and career center. I'm really stuck. Oh, this is like Long Beach too. Hey, lemon cakes. So, let's see what the sign says. Escalator under repair. Please use elevator. And it points. I don't see an elevator. Should we try to find that? Try to find the elevator? Map directory. I'm here. I will definitely leave with the gimbal if I don't get really confused. Stairs, escalator, restrooms, elevators. Okay. So I am there. The elevator, I found it. Oh my God, the worst. Nobody wants to go up in the elevator with somebody with a camera. Wish me luck. Hey, Shelby. Later, Gator. Have a great night, Angelo. Oh no. All right. Tight quarters. We're whispering because it's the library. And we're facing the wall because it's an elevator. In a minute, maybe. Or hang tight. Sorry about that. We just got in an elevator and it felt a little intrusive to film people in tight quarters. Have you seen a library this crowded in a while? I have not. Just a beautiful building. Thank you guys for bearing with while we buffered for a little bit.
I've been on that, dude. Fuck that. Oh, dude,
So we're gonna cross the street and take a look. Thanks. I think we're out of the buffer zone. Just that elevator kind of messed us up for a second. So, Angelo, since you're still here, dun dun dun. 1920s. I think it was built on the site of the California Normal School. This little thing here, which usually features running water, is kind of a sort of tribute to Los Angeles Mother Ditch. This is Bunker Hill, historical Bunker Hill we're in. Usually there's water flowing, a real nice ASMR trickle I can provide. I love seeing this building in LA Noir. They probably, actually the fountain is broken. That's the excuse in Los Angeles. But I think they just turned this one on during weekdays. Zanja Madre, I think that's what it's called. Mother Ditch. And my Spanish is not perfecto. Scusi. There's also an escalator. I'm gonna take the escalator for the last run. It'll be like you're watching this from a drone. This is some 60s music. This is called source figure because this is our source. Okay. So I'm gonna show you our USB towers. 60s were aesthetically very cool, but there used to be something a lot cooler here. I think that area across from the library is called Cardiac Hill. I mean, I'm not thinking that, but 103 steps from the bottom to the top. I think we just walked more. And then at the top of this, the top of the steps were Bunker Hill, people's houses. I keep saying the 90s were when there was a fire. I think it was closer, I think it was the 80s actually. This is the AT&T building. The temperature is 70 something, I think, or 67. Let me check. It's pretty gray. 67, 66. The temperature's dropping as we get close to the rain. Happy Saturday, Stephanie. Where are you? What's your temperature? The other side of this building is one of my favorite buildings over here. It's actually this building. It just looks fancier from the other side. It is One Bunker Hill. It's the power Cal Edison building from the 1930s, and the inside of it is amazing. It's got these huge prints that are kind of like, I forgot the style of art, but it's very 1930s looking, of like water and power and kind of classical themes. 1986, thank you. I thought it was, I said the 90s earlier. I never think of 1986 as the 90s, ever. Oh my gosh, these guys are scooting up this hill, Cardiac Hill. The Cardiac Steps. We're coming up to Walt Disney Concert Hall, the Broad. Hey Shelby, hey She Clicks Bricks. Happy Saturday evening, afternoon, and Sunday morning to someone, hopefully. Oof, that is pretty chilly. Hey, Sunset LA, thank you so much. I really, 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 really appreciate that. Woo! Woo! Thank you so much. And seals. It's really my pleasure to do the live walks. And I really thank you guys so much for your help. Joe told me I should have done an unboxing. But yesterday, I was just anxious to start the stream. It was already a couple hours late. So part of them destroying this whole neighborhood, they were supposed to just give the people back places to hang out, public places. Also, they were supposed to build condos for people to live in. Same thing with Chavez Ravine. That never materialized. A lot of this area sounds empty for a long time. Oh. There you go. They kind of wanted to make this an avenue for the arts. Hey Super Sigma, hey you guys, thank you so much for being here on a Saturday afternoon. We are about to get to the Broad. Maybe we'll dip up into the little garden at Walt Disney. Looks like there's something happening up here. If you don't mind, oh my gosh, was that just doing a face on people? I turned that on by accident. Please feel free to like, chat, and subscribe. Also hit the notification bell, if that's a thing still. Don't hit it, just click it. I was once in this building during an earthquake. I have to say it was pretty darn scary. It's the scariest earthquake I was ever in. The building just sort of rolled. I can't explain it, like rocked. And it was literally for 1 second. I've experienced worse earthquakes in older buildings, but somehow the ones that are built for the earthquake were a little spooky. Oh, hey, that's great. If you ever are dying to see anywhere, we're going to be in Westwood tomorrow, which is a fun college area, at around 12 o'clock for the Ciclavia event. Streets are closed to cars, Santa Monica Boulevard. We'll go on at 12. Shop. Because if I keep imagining that there's a face filter, which will probably do something weird to someone's face. I'm gonna see if I can turn it off. Oh yeah. The gingerbread cookie man face filter was on. That just seemed somehow wrong. I really hope they do an art day down here again. We got to go into the Broad last year for free on a free art day. I think it's always free. We just need a reservation. Do you often get earthquakes? I only feel like they're really scary for me because I didn't grow up with earthquakes. I think at this point I'm kind of used to them. I still think they give me a moment of pause, but the smell of garlic is overwhelming. This building looks much cleaner on the camera than it does in person. I kind of always wonder how they would keep the notches dust and debris free. I mean, it looks like everything would just slip off the Disney concert hall, but this looks almost like something you would need to, like a computer cover that you would need to clean like the dust out of. I love it. It's a fantastic building. We'll turn around and look at it in a second. Legion of Doom. I don't remember Legion of Doom. I just remember hearing about it. I'm not as steeped in the video games as Joe are. He's our video game expert. And also not a couch potato. Wow. Ooh. I wonder if people in Missouri freak out, or has Missouri always had earthquakes? I feel like places that I remember hearing about this a while ago, but places that they did fracking in had tons of earthquakes. You guys, if you ever have a delicious foot-long meatball Subway sandwich and you want to find a place that's just quiet and lovely to eat at, there is no better place than this little garden up here. It's called the Blue Ribbon Garden. We walk through it every once in a while. It's like a secret garden. A lot of these buildings need to have a public garden. Like that was the deal they got when they built places. The Bank of America, which wasn't always Bank of America building, has a secret little garden too. The DWP building has this beautiful, they're public, but they're secret, so they're not quite public. It's like the city held, and the city and the people who constructed the buildings held up their part of the bargain, but they kind of hid the gardens. So this is the State of California Community Park. Oh, well. The new Madrid fault. I think if I were in people in Missouri would be freaked out. So hang tight. There's some beautiful Delft blue smashed up china over here, Angelo. This is the Keck Foundation Children's Amphitheater, which is also up here. I'm trying to get Joe to do a performance here for the children. A nice meditative space or to eat that foot-long meatball sub. I don't know where there's a Subway around here, so you would have had to have been traveling with it for a long time. Check out the view. The Jacarandas. Look at the Jacarandas. And you get this amazing view all the way from the library. That's the Bank of America building, which also has a garden at its base, which is amazing. This is all like Victorian wood houses. Less than 100 years ago, actually. The neighborhood was just wiped out. And over there on that hill, same thing. Chavez Ravine, Dodger Stadium. Fernando, hello. It's really empty up here. There are usually a couple of people, but again, these gardens are kind of hidden. I think the couple of people probably are people that work here too. So this is a water feature that is usually on. This is the Blue Ribbon Garden. Right. And this Blue Ribbon Garden is a gift from individual members of the Blue Ribbon, an organization of women devoted to the support of the music center and its resident companies. Donors' names are engraved into the pavers surrounding the fountain. This fountain is mosaicked with all of this Dutch Delft blue tile, which I don't know what it is. It's the inner granny in me, but I just love the Delft blue tile. We are in a public area that isn't always open, so, and also part of the Disney Center, and Music Center, so I think it's really well maintained. Let's walk out through the front. And there's the Music Center right over there. Well, you would love this time of year here in Los Angeles. The Jacarandas are in bloom. I will tell you, they are beautiful, but you just don't want to park your car under them. Purple is a power color, right? I do love purple. I think my favorite color is blue or green. Aw, thank you so much, Stephanie. Let me pull that up. Thank you for letting us know. I'm using my old phone because the update. And hold on. I won't say your whole name either. Hey, Stephanie, thank you so much, $75. That is really, really, really sweet of you. I got the Venmo. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Woo! Some fireworks. Some splatty fireworks. Wow! That was really awesome. And We got these trained seals. Thank you so much. I'm hoping that in May I'm able to switch back to my regular phone with my Venmo and Zelle information on it, because on that phone it does pop up. You'll notice like two different almost textures on this building. Like the shinier ones, I don't know if it all used to be shiny or if those are there to stop glare on the music center, because somebody knows this story better than I do. There was one building that I guess sun glare from the Disney concert hall was just like melting stuff. I didn't intend to walk over to this park. We usually try to come over here at sunset, but that's a great walk around. It's the John Ferraro building. It's beautiful. T-Soups, 5 months of membership. Jolly good. Woo! 5 months of did I say worths? Months of membership deserves this. No, that's a face. Let's see. I miss my old phone. Boop. 5 months. Ooh, and these, some spicy chili peppers. All right. Thank you so much. T-Soups. I think maybe that's just the design of the building. I might have imagined, I know I didn't imagine the part about the light reflecting off of this building being terrible for some building around it, but maybe I imagined the actual two different textures as that. There's a really haunting picture from the late 60s of this whole area with nothing at all except for the music center, and then 2 houses sitting like probably right over here in front of it, the last 2 remaining houses from Bunker Hill before they burnt down in a fire. It's just a really haunting picture. I reference it frequently. I think I've posted it also before. So we're coming up to the Gloria Molina Park. It's a park for everyone. I'm gonna walk to the center and then walk down that way. Hello. Thanks for coming back. I just had to close my screen down while we were on an elevator. Nobody wants to get filmed that close in the library. I forgot about that Be Right Back screen. I could definitely use it more often. They have all kinds of events here. Nothing that I don't think we'd want to stream, but like yoga events, kids events. I think they're called Easy Saturday Mornings. Which, you know, I want to say Easy Sunday Morning because that's how the song goes. All right, art display. Let's see if I got the art display wrong also. I think it's called Shades. This is one of our parks that the fountains don't work in, and it's really unfortunate because this is quite a fountain presentation. I feel like during COVID or some water crisis, the prior mayor shut down a lot of fountains. And the motor, I don't know if that's the reason why this one never came back on, but I actually have pictures of this fountain running. You'll see it in a second. It looks like a flying saucer. I think it's soft disclosure. No rain yet, 6 o'clock, but look at that sky. Very foreboding. We thought we would give that to you. A nice warm day, tea soups. I am freezing cold. Can you see the wind blowing? It's like the wind that blows just before a storm. But the sky is not dark enough for that kind of storm yet. It's just the pre-rain wind. So this guy, it's really cool when it's all lit up. I saw an episode where an episode of Saturday Night Live UK, is that what it's called? Where some English people got a barbecue out because it was warm. And the second they got that barbecue out, Melania Trump came out of the bushes. So be careful. How is everybody loving the Saturday Night Live UK in the UK? I've watched a couple of skits. I don't always love Saturday Night Live USA either. So I don't know if it's funny to people who laugh at things like Saturday Night Live or it just is. I am dying to get in this building to film it. It was someone's suggestion also. They are going to supposedly tear it down. And it's kind of insane inside, like Mad Men way. All right, I might pocket my mic. The man, Kenneth Hahn, who they named the building after, thought it was too ostentatious. Again, with the fences. I got the Venmo, Stephanie. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Woo! I put up a bunch of little doohickey things for you. And drop. Oh my gosh, Stephanie, thank you so much. I checked my Venmo. I appreciate that. We absolutely got it. Thank you so much. 75 bonaroos. I love making cookies. That's what I was doing yesterday. We made some whole wheat-ish. I use mostly white flour. Chocolate peanut butter cookies. And then for dogs, we made cookies. with whole wheat flour, peanut butter, chia seeds, a little bit of water. They go crazy for them. They're great. Oh, it feels really like there's nothing happening downtown today. I still haven't found the dog thing. Oh, we went to the dog thing, but I really feel like that wasn't the place where the dog thing was. But it said it was at the Row. Oh, it was at the Row, not the Bloc. So we still haven't found the dog thing. I think there's still time, because the Bloc, the Row, is right around here. What are they, tiny M&Ms or big M&Ms? I really love tiny M&Ms in a cookie or a McFlurry. We are Los Angeles. Oh my gosh, my favorite chocolate bar is Snickers also. But I also like a Lion bar if it's fresh. A Lion bar is like, for those of you who don't know, it's basically like, remember the $1,000 Grand bar? Is that what it was? So it's got like a caramel core, and then Crispies and chocolate, and so good. But the Lion Bar core is just thicker. So recently for our members video, and I know I've got to do a makeup, I went by myself to City Hall. From 1 to maybe 3 or 4 or 5, you can visit City Hall, enter, get wanded, and go up to the little platform up there. I am so afraid of heights, even though there's a fence on the platform. It's like a fence under that bell. The ledge that you have to walk on is maybe 4 or 5 feet. I could be exaggerating. And it has, half of it is a step, so I'm just walking around it, convinced I'm going to trip and somehow make my way over that fence. I'm here to tell you, but I really feel like I should go back with Joe and have him hold the camera, because the views were pretty amazing. This is like a perfect park day. And this is the park for everyone. Even this guy over here filming their fashion video. Hey, Angelo, do you have a FEBO, F-E-B-O, in your town? Or is that just something that's in Amsterdam? We got 15 seconds to cross the street. The Hall of Records used to be right here, and in fact, if you play, actually, in fact, you can see pictures of it. I don't know if it's in LA Noire. I think it might have been torn down before LA Noire was filmed, but whoa! I don't know if you just saw that. I know you guys all love palm trees, but that palm tree just lost a frond. And those fronds are heavy. I just heard it clack from all the way over here. It was that thing that just fell. It doesn't look too bad until it's like coming at you from Oh, I'm sorry you have the flu. It's a restaurant called FEBO. I remember them from Amsterdam. I don't know that they're anywhere else. It's an automatiek restaurant. I think that's the Dutch word. Automatiek. That's my best Dutch accent. I can say that and Schiphol, the airport. They have some of my favorite fast food treats in the world. Sunset LA, thank you so much. Gimbal covered. Woo! Hot chili peppers. Everyone loves those hot chili peppers. I don't know what that meant. You are the bomb. Woo! I'm breaking my phone. I thought that was fireworks. Here we go. Thank you, Sunset LA. Woo! Dun-dun-dun. And roses. And some fireworks. Thank you guys. Thanks so much. I feel the love and support. More jacarandas. The best thing about the Los Angeles Police Department building, well, it's kind of modern and fun, is that it just, not a good day to see it, but it just reflects City Hall. You can kind of see it. Maybe if I get a little... Yay! It all started with a little help from George Berger, and you guys made getting a new gimbal super easy and way less painful. Thank you so much. We're gonna cross the street here. I think I'm gonna walk over one more block though. We were just in Little Tokyo last Saturday to do the Pikmin walk, which Joe and I have been playing Pikmin all week. I'm about ready to give it up though. I think this guy's playing Pikmin right in front of us. But I refuse to play a game. I'm almost to the point where you have to like buy stuff, and I'm not gonna buy planting pots. unless it's IRL. Really, guys, thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. And also, thank you for joining on this wander that turns out to be a little less fruitful, but still really fun. We haven't seen dogs. We haven't seen a farmer's market. And that art display was really gone. Was I high? No. So to our left is Wellington Court, and then beyond that is Little Tokyo. We were just there the other day. I love Little Tokyo so much. I could go all the time. I kind of am chasing the charging dragon, so I'm gonna not go to Little Tokyo. So I'm gonna just meander back and see if we can find anything else, and maybe enter a couple buildings or go into the Grand Hall or check out the line at the donut shop. Let's wander back towards my train station. We've been streaming for 1 hour and 58 minutes. I'm only at 4 miles. If I'm gonna live up to my 10 miles a day average, I gotta do a little more walking here. There's always something happening in Little Tokyo. In fact, the MoCA Museum of Contemporary Art at the other side of the Little Tokyo. At the other side of Little Tokyo is like free for the last 3 days and first 2 days of this month. Amazing. I forget the name of the show. I think it's maybe called Objects or something like that. But I'm gonna go see it. I don't think I can live stream in there, but I will put it up as a members video. We really do appreciate you guys, seriously. Here's another library. We're having a used book sale today. So Little Tokyo Library has a used book sale every last Saturday of the month, 1 to 4 p.m. I love books. I feel like I just moved books from apartment to apartment. One day I'm gonna regret it. I can really almost never throw them out. It just feels weird. Also, like, what do you do? Like, we have so many books that we don't even touch, read, look at. What do you do with old books? We are so thankful. Thank you so much. Woo! Yeah, how are you doing? We're on Los Angeles Street. I'm pretty sure I thought it. Don't know if I said it. We're probably going to turn off a little bit up ahead. I love their for rent sign. It looks like almost creative office storage space. Cool building. All right, we're gonna take a right up here. On 3rd. So in my head, when I thought, this is gonna sound crazy, we're gonna walk by this place anyway. When I thought about the dog show today, which didn't even turn out to be today, I thought it was in this little artist thing over here where we have gone to before for an event. Let's go check that area out. This is the old Liberty Theater. I'd love to point that out. It actually was just like sliced off right here, and they left like the corner of it. I'm sure it was crap when they built it because they didn't really build things to last. I feel like buildings all the time, or to code. But it was like the first movie theater downtown that actually just played movies. And I think I'd been walking for months downtown before I could figure out anything about it. So I never actually walk up close to this for some reason. This is called Panorama Park. I always just thought this was a kind of crazy looking tree, but it's actually a wizard. Kind of looks like a Seussy, Dr. Seuss tree. I love that lady in the robe. It's a Vargas. It's not an ad. It's just art. She's not in a robe. She's wearing a shirt. Hey, Angelo. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being part of the channel. I appreciate your comments all the time. Happy to see you, friend. Looks like we can't go down into here, but this is a really cute little space. This guy has a lot of giant murals all over downtown. He does the dancing guy also, or the guy, I think it's Victor something, but his name is Vargas. I think that's not pronouncing that authentically. the Farmers Merchants Bank. Kind of like the one in the branch from Long Beach we saw a couple days. There's just some beautiful entrances to buildings down here. I almost feel the rain, actually. I don't feel wet, but I almost feel like it's getting a little closer. What time is it? How long have I been walking? Where am I? 2:55. I've been walking for 2 hours. I still don't know where I am. Down there, Santee Alley and the wholesale district, fashion district. We went there a couple Saturdays ago. Don't want to wear out our welcome. Old books. Let's see the books for you, Tea Soup's Charming Baker. I can't wait to go home and just sit on the couch. I mean, I can wait. I wish I brought a cozy sweatshirt with me. That's the only thing I'm kind of bummed out about. But I do have a crinkly nylon jacket that I can put on the minute I end. That way you guys don't hear it in the microphone. But right now I'm freezing. So we're on Main Street, Gallery Row. Also like Old Hotel City. Gonna cross back up. Hope that robot doesn't hit me. Just a couple blocks down is the Hotel Cecil. I don't want to film anybody that doesn't want to be filmed, but downtown, when you see old pictures of downtown, it used to just have tons of buildings that looked like this. This one is we talk about this all the time. It's not the real building. It's like a facade, and the building is built behind it, but it's kind of cool. I just want to cross badly. What's your favorite classic film? I'm just gonna walk up this way. I feel better about it. I'd have a hard time picking a favorite classic film, as I have a hard time picking a favorite anything most of the time that we have this question. One of my favorite classic films I've got a couple. It depends on what I'm in the mood for, but if it's something nostalgic, I really like this movie that used to play all the time when I was a kid with Shirley Temple, and she Little Princess it's called, actually. She goes from riches to rags to riches, and just adorable doing it. Or The Wizard of Oz. Those are classic movies I loved. I really liked classic cowboy movies. I really liked I'm trying to think of other Midnight Lace with Doris Day. I also loved Doris Day movies from the 60s. They were always playing when I was a kid, so nostalgic vibe. My favorite black and white classic movie, I think, might be I really liked Mildred Pierce with Joan Crawford. Also the Thin Man series with, of course, Myrna Loy. I love The Ghost and Mrs. Muir and the TV show. We're gonna cross the street and walk through the Spring Street Arcade over onto Broadway. I love how shiny the floors are in Fred Astaire movies, but I do love a good Fred Astaire movies too. Oh, The Best Years of Our Lives. I've seen parts of that. Somebody recommended it to me. Was it you? It's a real sad movie. Oh, The Chicken and the Egg with Claudette Colbert running an egg farm, I think, and Fred McMurray. Another Claudette Colbert, It Happened One Night. I love that movie. She's hitchhiking with a sexy leg. I gotta be careful not to go over there. I could get maced. I mean, pepper sprayed. With the pepper spray pump, that's the best part. I know, we're not going there today. That guy's gonna miss my face with pepper spray. We'll go to the front of the Cameo though. Kind of really smart thing to do. You know, you get this beautiful natural light. There are a bunch of buildings down here like this. I think this is the only one that's worth its walk through. Some of the other ones you can't even walk through them anymore. In fact, I think there is on the other side of this. Me too. I have seen a lot of black and white movies and old movies, and the acting sometimes is just really tricky to watch because it's so different from the way people perform nowadays. So sometimes I can't get into them, and sometimes I can. I also love Greta Garbo in Ninotchka. Garbo laughs. She did. So, sorry. I meant to go towards the Cameo. We'll walk towards the Cameo, Angelo. Because I just want to remind you, tomorrow we've got Cyclovia at 12. So be there if you want to hang out in West LA, West Side. They say it's the best side. I'm an East Side. That's the me side. Anyway, we'll be there tomorrow. Then, on Monday, we'll be in Hollywood. Well, we'll be in Hollywood on the 28th, the 29th, and the 30th also. We are going to read every star on the Walk of Fame over the course of 3 days. Members, you have an opportunity to vote for your star. There's a PDF. I ended it on the 24th, but not a lot of people voted for a star shout-out, so it wasn't as much of a organization project as I thought it was going to be. All right, Angelo, we're just going to spy on the Cameo for 1 second. Maybe we can get the money together and sponsor some light bulbs for the sign. Word up. Angela, what's your favorite thing about the Cameo? Why do you like it so much? I love that you do. I'm fascinated by that. Oh my gosh, I also love with 6 you get egg rolls. These are the movies that were playing like non-stop on, I guess, like not network television, like independent TV stations. I grew up with a channel called WLVI, Channel 56 in Boston, Massachusetts, and also WSBK, Channel 38 in Boston, Massachusetts. They both played movies all the time, but the movies were 20 years old. So like on Saturdays it would be scary movies, creature double feature. On Sundays it was like Doris Day movies, Elvis movies, just like movies that I guess people who were nostalgic for the 60s and were in their 30s were watching at that point. I remember Yours, Mine, and Ours. My favorite, though, I loved Doris Day and Midnight Lace. And then I don't like musicals, but Calamity Jane soundtrack is, I kind of dig it. So here's a question. I also loved Auntie Mame, but which Auntie Mame movie did you guys like? Was it the Rosalind Russell Auntie Mame? Or was it, Eve Arden Auntie Mame or Lucille Ball Auntie Mame? My friend's mother was obsessed with Elvis Presley. This was the 70s, so Elvis was still alive for part of it. But she was obsessed. Everything Elvis. And her sister, her older sister, was obsessed with Donny Osmond, and everything was purple. There's something about the ridiculousness of the songs, and also, I don't know, I really loved Calamity Jane. Also, Johnny Guitar is a Western that I really love for a lot of reasons. It's with Mercedes McCambridge, who's brilliant, has such an excellent voice. You may know her from The Exorcist, and Joan Crawford again. Joan Crawford as a saloon-owning businesswoman, pants-wearing in the Wild Wild West named Vienna. And Mercedes McCambridge as the town, Gladys Kravitz, trying to stop her. It needs a little love, I think. Rosalind Russell. I do love Eve Arden, though, too. But she was not in that movie. There. Just want to get a look back on Broadway there. You could live behind the jewelry store. I had a friend who took tours of some of these theaters, and I think you still can take them. And behind some of those storefronts, the theater just lies dormant at the stage, and I don't know if the seats are still there, but she said it was incredible. I've always wanted to take that tour. Maybe one day. No time like the present. So we're at the end of Route 66, the original end of Route 66, the Terminus. They changed it sometime after the 40s. Now it ends at the Santa Monica Pier. But that's the original. Always feels a little bit like New York-y down here. Cycle Savages. Hey, West Coast G. How's it going? Nice to see you. I don't think Cali Fried Chicken is there, but Sinaloa Jewelers is. I'll try to remember that movie. I love any movie set in Los Angeles, except for La La Land. I don't not love it, I just haven't seen it, and now I feel like the time has passed. Don't try to convince me otherwise. Also, it's a musical. Uh-oh. Oh, the chandelier. The Eyes Wide Shut chandelier in the building with no opening is also lit during the daytime. What message are... Why is that chandelier lit? It's weird. More theaters, the Globe. And then, of course, the gorgeous Tower Theater. Which is now the Apple Store. It is the most beautiful Apple store ever. I'm tempted to... one day I'm going to walk in, maybe with Joe. I'm a little braver when we're in two, unless he convinces me to not do something, which he sometimes does. Maybe I'm not braver with Joe. I'm kidding, Joe. I don't know if I could tell you which theaters are running. The Los Angeles Theater has stuff. The Rialto Theater, the Globe Theater. Not the Rialto is, sorry, Urban Outfitters. I'm sure there's more. I could definitely look into it and give you a complete list. A lot of them show movies. Still, but a lot of them also have performances. There's a video, Angelo, that I made called Broadway Night Lights, and I went into all of the theaters on Broadway that you could go into that were open on that night. The Cameo was not one of them, unfortunately, but check that video out if you haven't already. Because I know you love the theater, so you might have already checked it out. You guys, I'm at about 20% charge, so I think I'm going to end my stream on a high note. I'm gonna walk around and take some more pictures, so check out our Instagram. Joe will post the Joe could post that link for me, please. But also, if you're a member, check out the Discord. I'll probably download stuff there first. I'll see you tomorrow at Ciclavia. I hope you join us, 12 o'clock. Hit the bell, the whatever. Don't hit it, just click it. Dirty Mary? We're coming up from the Hotel Bristol. I'm gonna sign off now. I thank you guys so much for help with the support. Thank you also for clicking like, subscribe, and chatting. It's really important that we support human beings while we still have jobs or things to do before we all become Wall-E or worse, idiocracy, or worse. I don't think it could get worse. Anyway, I will see you all tomorrow for Ciclavia. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I'm gonna go in here and have a martini and then try to take some pictures of the rest of downtown Los Angeles. Amy! We'll be on tomorrow at 12, and then we're just on a little bit earlier today. Let's leave you with that. Remember, vacation days are coming. Love, crew. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Really, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Whoop. We'll see you on the stream tomorrow.